This is Liz.
This is Jade.
And this is Carly, and you're listening to
Babes and Babies.
Jade, you moved.
I moved.
Can you tell us where now?
Yeah, okay, so I feel bad because we've made it such a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It's just been fun for us. Yeah, I guess it is. Tanner's never lived anywhere else except he was born in New York and then lived in Kansas City from he was like 2 to now.
It's crazy.
So it's huge for him. But we moved to Orange County in a town called San Juan Capistrano.
What a fancy name.
I know. It sounds exotic.
It does.
San Juan Capistrano. I just call it San Juan Capo, which really butchers the name. But it's just so much easier to say. But yeah, we've been here now 3-4 days, and we're not even like near unpacked.
Like how do you feel? Like being in your new house, like being in your new neighborhood, like have you gone to any new restaurants? I want to know all of the things.
Yeah, no, we've been doing a lot of exploring. I think the first place we did eat though was Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because he was like, I just need to feel like there's something of a little bit of home here for me. I'm like, oh my God. Okay.
That is so funny.
Oh man.
It's really nice here. I know like a lot of people, because we announced on our Instagram where we were moving, and so many people were like, oh, you moved to like California where there's just traffic, high crime, and smog. Have fun. And I'm like,
you're like, thanks.
Dude, that made me so mad. I got really fiery inside.
Some people are crazy.
Like, why do people even care though? You know, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Like, Salt Lake City is just as smoggy. I'm going to offend a bunch of Salt Lake City people now because whatever, but it's just as smoggy. Like all cities are smogged, like whatever.
And also like what a beautiful thing. You guys are embarking on a new journey. It's going to be so exciting and wonderful to I mean, Tanner is going to break free of his shell of Kansas City. Like it's such an amazing time. And I wish people would be so excited for that instead of such freaking jerks.
I agree. I know. It's actually beautiful here. So we're like in the hills. There's tons of nature and like hiking paths, and we're 6 miles from the beach.
Oh, that's amazing.
And we actually, San Juan Capistrano is the equestrian center of California.
Wow.
So literally it's like stable after stable after stable.
Oh my God.
It's so pretty. I know. It's so sad because we didn't end up bringing our horse, which people were up in arms about too, but I lost that battle. I mean, when you're in a marriage, it's a compromise, and it was just came out to be the best decision for us. But she's in a good home and with a very loving family. The lady who took her as a horse trainer, and she bought Rosie specifically for her daughter, and so she's going to get a lot of attention.
That's
so I'm really
so cute.
Oh
my God.
But it's a really good change. It feels really good here. It feels like the right thing.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have been talking about, joking about moving to California for a year, maybe longer. Like it was like a joke that became reality.
I would always plant it in Tanner's ear, and then we would start dreaming and think, well, what if we did this or what if we did that? And then he would get really close to almost quitting his job. And then he'd be like, no, let's just wait a little bit longer, and because he was in such a good position in his job, in his career. And he kind of hit the glass ceiling. And so I think that's why this kind of sparked a new chapter for us. He was like, well, I want to see what else is out there for me. But we always kind of had a running joke. And then one day Tanner was really yeah, he's like, let's do it. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, did you even think he was serious when he said that?
Well, I guess it's because no, but then when he was like, I put an offer down on the house, I was like,
wait, he didn't even tell you, he just did it.
Yeah, he's like, I just put an offer down just to see.
Oh my gosh.
Just to see.
I was like, wait, just to see if they take it.
Oh my
Because he
God.
lowballed them. And then I was like, oh my God, really? And then they accepted the offer. And so then we had 30 days to move or something. And then,
oh my gosh.
That is so fun. So how did you, like, when you walked into this house, were you like, oh my gosh, like, this is the house? Did you have that moment? I'm waiting for, because we're looking for a house. I'm waiting for that moment of like,
well, I found this house online. So because I was looking at areas that would let you stable a horse. And so that's how I found our house, because our house is backed up to an equestrian center.
Gotcha.
And so when you pull into our neighborhood, you literally see like people riding horses. It's really cool.
Wow.
So I was like trying to find a way of like how we could have a house that would be comfortable for Tanner, and then we could still keep the horse at a stable, but didn't work out. But I found it online, and it's a really unique neighborhood, and the house is awesome. And so I knew I was already going to like it. And one day, Tanner and I were just in LA for something. I was like, let's just drive down to Orange County and have fun and look at houses. And so we did, and I brought him to this one, and he fell in love with it too. And then I was like, this is it.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
I never thought he would be serious. And then he was like, next day he was like, yeah, I put an offer in.
I love it so much.
It's a beautiful house. It has like a front courtyard and then an entryway and then another courtyard.
Oh,
so it's the entryway is kind of like a hallway. So really beautiful courtyards and then a backyard, but it's all dirt right now. We have to do all the landscaping, but everyone else's landscaping is so pretty in the neighborhood. So it definitely has potential.
Yeah. Got some inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I can't wait to come visit. I'm so excited.
I know, me too. I feel like you belong in California though, because
100%.
Like you lived in LA for years, and I know moving from there was hard, and I think you need the ions from the ocean.
Maybe that's it.
Yes.
You know what? I am a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius, and they say that Sagittariuses need water to calm them. So maybe that's why. Maybe. Yeah.
You're only 6 miles away from calm.
Yeah. And I'm actually really excited for Pippa too, because when Pippa lived here with me in LA, like we used to go hiking twice a week and go to the beach twice a week, and she loves the outdoors and she loves the beach. And so I'm just excited for them to, like, our dogs to have like warm weather all the time too, because Pippa's not a cold weather dog.
Yeah.
She has like no hair.
Right. No kidding.
Well, and for dogs, I know for their joints, it's actually better, because when we lived in Nebraska, we thought my dog Panda was going to die. Like, she was so bad. And then when we moved to Vegas, she lived like another 5 years. She was like a puppy again because the warm weather. Because when it was cold out, her hips would ache so bad. And since they're like, dogs are such smaller creatures, the cold like gets in their bones, you know? So she'll probably just be brand new again.
Yes.
Yeah.
The weather doesn't get too harsh in Nashville, right, Carly?
Jade, remember when you got married and there was that blizzard?
Oh my god!
And I couldn't get out, even though I did.
What?
But since I've lived here, it's probably snowed it snows like once a year. But there was one year that it was when Jade was getting married in San Juan Capistrano, and I texted her that morning. I'm like, Jade, there is a major blizzard. This is what my front yard looks like. And she's like, no.
It was terrible.
There was like 12 inches of snow or something. Like, it was so insane.
Yeah,
my gosh.
You like almost weren't going to make it.
I know. And my dress was like too big, so I got it taken in, and it was still at the store. And so I had to go over there, and I was like, Are you open? Are you open? But the people lived above the store, so thank God they were there. But I was like, this is horrible. But to answer your question is, there's only been one like really bad snowstorm, but it's like cold right now, but it's not snowy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Just curious.
Yeah.
You guys, can I tell you that I'm like rubbing my legs right now and they're so hairy? It's like ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Long.
As soon as you said you were rubbing your legs, I was going to say she's going to say that they're hairy.
Oh my gosh.
They are.
I thought you were going to say you had dry skin from the winter, but then you're in California, so that's not. It's different.
What's weird though is like I don't grow hair in certain spots on my legs, so there's like bald spots.
Yeah.
But then there's like patches of really long hair.
Ooh.
I'd like show you guys right now if you weren't too weirded out.
I want to see it.
Can you see? Oh wait, can you see them?
Jade.
Oh yeah, Jade. That you need to shave your legs.
Jade.
I do like every single time I see you though, you like haven't shaved your armpits for a while, and you're like, oh yeah, I should like if we're doing a photo shoot, I should probably shave my armpits before you do the photo shoot. And I'm like, yeah, probably.
I just like married life, man. I just don't care as much.
Oh my gosh.
I just can't like sleep if I have hairy legs and my hair is rubbing up against. Yeah. I can't sleep like that. So that's the only reason I shave my legs. It's for myself.
My hair is just too fine. Like I don't even notice it. Like it's very baby.
Yeah, you don't have like coarse leg hair.
Yeah, or armpit hair really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I can go 3 days without shaving my armpits, and yeah, you see them, but it's not like horrible.
Mine's pretty.
I can go a while because I got laser hair removal on my armpits.
You did?
7 years ago, and it was because I worked at a pool at the time, and I'd have to shave them every day, and I would get so irritated. I would get like razor burn, and so I did the laser hair removal, and it was amazing. And it's starting to come back more now, but I probably shave my armpits and my legs once a week.
Wow.
Yeah,
I shave my armpits like every other day, probably.
I try to. I probably try every other day. But this is definitely like 2 weeks worth of leg hair.
Yeah, that's like straight up moving leg hair.
What have you been doing? Moving or something?
Yeah, what have you been doing? Moving across the country?
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I always lose my razor on trips, though. That's why. Too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happens to my razors, but I always misplace them or lose them or forget to pack them from one hotel to the other. But.
Evan and I both use Dollar Shave Club, and we have like the same razor because I got the men's one. And which this isn't an ad, but Dollar Shave Club is amazing. And if you don't do it, you should, because it's like it's so cheap for razors because you go into the store and they're so expensive. But then this is so cheap. But I always accuse him of stealing and then I find it later. I'm like, you stole it. This is mine. And he's like, Carly, it's not. That's mine. And I'm like, no, it's mine. You thief. And then later I'm like, oh crap, I found it in my bag. I feel so bad.
But do you tell him that you find it or no?
Nope. I'm just like, I bought this is a new one. I bought a new one.
I had to buy a new one because you stole it.
I know. I had to buy you jerk.
All right, guys, it's that time of year where everyone is super busy. You're on the go. You're going to holiday parties. You're getting everything ready for the end of the year. Do not forget to hydrate, and we have a super easy way for you to remember to do that. It is through Liquid IV. It is not your average electrolyte drink mix. It's non-GMO. It has super clean ingredients. It's vegan, free of gluten, dairy, and soy, and it provides the same hydration as drinking 2 to 3 bottles of water. I always throw it in my bag when I'm leaving the house because I know when I'm running around, I'm probably not going to remember to keep drinking the water that I need. And that is why I love the Liquid IV products. It contains 5 essential vitamins, including more vitamin C than an orange and as much potassium as a banana. My favorite thing about Liquid IV, though, is that it donates 1 serving to people in need for every order placed. It's also a way that you can give back. So this year, we have a special offer for you guys. If you go to liquid-iv.com, you can use our code BABES, and our listeners will get 20% off at the checkout. That's 20% off anything that you order at Liquid IV's website. Go to liquid-iv.com and enter our promo code BABES to get your savings and start getting better hydration. That's liquid-iv.com, promo code BABES. Don't wait. Get hydrated today.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So last night I went to this, it was Evan's friend's birthday party, and it was a bunch of his old people from church. And this guy had a guitar, and they started, this is like so random. This has nothing to do with anything, but I'm still like kind of mad about it. So this guy had a guitar, and apparently this guy used to sing Beauty and the Beast all the time. And he was like, they were like, hey, you should sing Beauty and the Beast. And they go, well, Carly will sing with you too because she's a really good singer. So they're like, Carly, go at the end of the table. And this is like, I was like, oh my gosh, if I hadn't already had 2 drinks, I tried to say no 1,000 times. But then finally I'm like at the end of the table and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to have to do it because like everyone's like, so like, you have to do it. We're not leaving the room until you do it. So I was like, fine, whatever.
Oh man.
So the guy, you could tell, is like irritated he has to sing with me. And he's like a 60-year-old man. Super irritated. So what I didn't know is he had come up with this version of Beauty and the Beast like a really long time ago. And then he'd like changed the words. So he's like not okay with me singing, but he's sitting with his wife and he's like, okay. So he stands up and I'm sitting down and he's like, tale as old as time. And then he like gestures to me like, yours is the next line. And I'm like, true as it can be, whatever. And then he goes, then he starts on his version of the song, holds his hand up as to not let me sing, and proceeds to sing the rest of the song, totally cutting me out, not letting me sing one more line. I swear, you guys, this song lasted for 5 minutes, and his wife kept going, stand up, honey, stand up, because he'd sit down, stand up, honey, oh, you're so good, stand up, honey. And everyone was like, let Carly sing. And he'd be like, oh, no, this is my version, though. This is my version. And it was the weirdest. And
That's so awkward.
It was so awkward because it was just me and his wife and him sitting at the end of the table. And I was, you know those moments in life when like you're trying so hard not to laugh because I was so uncomfortable. And Evan, I would look over at Evan at the end of the table and he'd be smiling so big because he was like, this is so awkward for her. But it's like gold. It's golden content. And I was taking my finger and putting my fingernail, pinching my fingers so hard to inflict pain as to maybe focus on pain instead of how awkward and funny it was. I had tears streaming down my face and they thought I was crying. I had tears streaming down my face because I was laughing so hard. And I was literally just a foot away from these people. And it was one of the most awkward, uncomfortable moments in the entire world. And then later he comes up to me and he's like, hey, I'm sorry I didn't let you sing earlier. You just have to understand, like, it was my version of the song that I needed to sing.
No, you just can't make up versions of a
Oh my gosh. And give the people what they want. They wanted to hear you sing.
Oh my gosh. And then afterwards they're like, okay, good job. Carly, sing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no. So then I brought their kids up and made them sing with me. But it was like, you know, when you're like in church and like something very serious happens, but you think of something so funny or something awkward happens and you like are trying so hard not to laugh, or like at a funeral in the place that you shouldn't be laughing, right, and you get tickled and you're like trying to hold it together, but you can't. It was like that moment. And I literally was just, I couldn't look at Evan anymore because I had lost it. And then I started walking back to him and I had literally just tears streaming down my face because it was one of the most awkward, funny,
oh my gosh,
incredibly horrible things that has ever happened to me. What is that even? Oh, Evan has video. But it was just so funny. I was just sitting there like, oh my gosh, this is so weird. I am in an alternate reality. This has to be some type of dream.
It says something from a movie.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And then he's like later I was like, did you know that was going to happen to me? And he's like, well, no, not at the time. I was like, oh, he has a great voice. They'll be so good singing together. But then after it started happening, I was like, oh yeah, this probably would happen. I was like, oh God, this is horrible. This is so horrible. It was so funny.
You're braver than me though to just stand there and.
Well, I sat down and then I sat down. And then when I knew I wasn't in the song anymore, because he started singing his own version, at one point I said, oh, are we making this funny? Like, because I didn't know what he was doing. And then he looked at me and held his hand up like, now you hush. So I took my chair loudly and scooted back from the table to like give him space and to be like, I'm just going to take a backseat to this, but I'm going to do it very loudly. And and then at one point I thought he was done. I started clapping and his wife looks at me. God. His wife looks at me and she goes, oh, he's not done. And then he had another verse. You guys, it was so good. It was just so good.
What was his version about?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. It ended up somehow about God. Like the end was like,
what?
Yeah, because I don't know.
You guys. God is the beauty,
yes,
and we're the beast.
Yes, it was something like that.
When we have the beauty in our life, the beast is unmasked.
Yeah, it was it really was something like that. But I just but I mean, he repeated the same thing like 2,000 times. But I have never seen a wife so in love with her husband, because this woman and that was like part of the beauty of the whole thing, was that she was like, honey, stand up. Oh, it's just like so good. And she would like feed him the lines, and she just looked at him in like awe. And I was like, this is totally wackadoodle. It was so funny. It was so funny, you guys. Oh,
I wish I could have been there.
Gosh, I mean, I wish everyone. We should have Facebook Lived it, to be honest. Yeah, I wouldn't want. Been amazing. I wouldn't want to shame him, but I mean, gosh, It was so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
that is hilarious.
So you posted Carly the video. I was cracking up about Bella with all of her toys, and then she's eating the bowl. She's so stinking cute. She just keeps getting she's becoming a little cute woman.
Oh gosh, she has so many opinions, but it is so annoying. I mean, she has so many toys, and she just wants to eat the freaking paper bowl. Like, it's
like, what's this thing that's not a toy? I'll take that.
Yeah, every single time. Like, she even like the wipes. She likes the sound of the wipe, like the crinkly sound. That's all she wants to play with. Like, no, she doesn't want that beautiful doll or this really fun toy that lights up and makes sounds. No, she just wants this crinkly piece of plastic. So I
feel like she looks so much like you. I want to see a baby picture of you at her age.
Oh my gosh,
and then a baby picture
twins.
Of her.
We're like twins,
like a mini you.
It's so weird. Yeah, the other day we brought out the baby book, and we were like, whoa, this is actually pretty creepy. But when Evan holds her, she looks so much like him. But then when you look at a baby picture of me, we are like twins, except for, I think she has a little bit bigger cheeks than I do or something.
That's what I was going to say. I think there's like this thing where she does, and she smiles sometimes, and she crinkles her nose, and the way her cheeks shape, they look like Evan's.
Yes.
But otherwise, she's like 100% you.
Yeah, but it is so funny. Like, he was holding her the other day in a basketball game, and I was like, oh my gosh, they actually do look really similar. But then there's times that I'm like, oh, we're like twins. So funny. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And also Emmy right now, where's the belly button? And she's like pulling up her shirt. Where's your nose? Oh gosh, she's getting so cute. And she walks.
I know.
Oh my gosh. What a big thing.
I know. Well, she had taken a couple steps like before the video that we had like put on Instagram, but we hadn't caught any of those steps on camera, and she was only taking like 2 or 3 and then falling. So that one was like her really big, like, because she took like 6 or 7 steps.
So good.
And since then she's done it like a couple times, but last night she was like on a roll, and she was naked again. It's like after bath time.
Gosh, that's amazing.
She likes to run.
She's free.
She went all the way around the room and like turned, and like she was like doing turns and all this stuff. And I was like, it's crazy once they learn it, and she thinks it's hilarious. Like, she laughs the whole time at herself. And...
oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh
yeah.
I also think she's looking more and more like you, Jade.
Oh, I totally agree.
Yeah, she does this thing with her mouth that's totally Tanner, but otherwise she definitely looks a lot like me.
Oh my gosh, we have little mini me's. It's really exciting.
That is so exciting.
It's the dream.
Yeah, it is. It's so cute. Oh my gosh,
it's really fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Everybody has a family member who tells the best stories, like the one about the first neighborhood TV or the boat trip across the Atlantic or a hilarious college prank. Well, guess what I found to put them all together? That's StoryWorth. It makes it fun and easy for your loved ones to share stories with a weekly emailed story prompt, and they're questions you never thought you'd ask. And then at the end of the year, they'll get the stories bound in a beautiful hardcover book. So you can strengthen your family bonds and get to know your loved one in a whole new way. So this is what you should do. You should purchase a subscription for somebody you love, and each week Storyworth sends them an email with a question about their life. They simply reply to this email with a story or can record it over by phone by calling Storyworth number, and all the stories are private and only shared with the family members that you loved. And after a year, their stories will be bound in a beautiful keepsake book. You guys, this is such a good Christmas present. Oh my gosh, can you imagine the future generations can hear all of your grandma and grandpa's stories, or your aunts and uncles, or your cousins, your friends, everybody. So this is a special offer just for right now for $20 off. Visit storyworth.com/babes when you subscribe.
So what are you guys planning on doing for Christmas?
That's a good question.
Yeah, Jade, what are you doing for Christmas?
Well, since we're here, so we did a big family Thanksgiving, so I don't think any of our family's coming down. So I think it'll just be me and Tanner and Emerson. So I don't know yet. We talked about maybe going to Big Bear Lake.
Oh, cool.
And so we still have like a snowy Christmas. So we might go up there, or I don't know, we might just hang out here. Tanner's kind of a Grinch.
What? He's Scrooge?
I think now that we have Emerson and now she's getting older and everything, that he'll start like wanting to have our own Christmas traditions. But really, he's not very like Christmas spirity. Like, he's fine with not putting lights on the house, and he's fine with like other things like that. Like, Jared and Ashley are coming down on Sunday to help us decorate a Christmas tree because Tanner didn't want to do one this year.
Oh, sad.
I know, because he's like, we're moving and we're so busy, and Jared was like, no, like, you have to have a Christmas tree. And so Jared's
I can see Jared saying that.
I know, Jared's like, I want to decorate another Christmas tree, though. He's like, I will come down and help you. So I think they're going to come help us pick out a Christmas tree.
So cute.
Decorate it. But it'll just be us this year. So it'll be a super small, quaint Christmas, which will be nice.
Are you guys going to do Santa?
Like, you mean like give her Santa present?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. We grew up with Santa.
Yeah, we did too.
I don't know. It's part of the Christmas magic, and I know some people are like, oh well, you know, you should keep it about the real reason for the season and all that stuff. But I think you can have both. I think it's just
agree.
how you like teach your children about it.
Right.
I saw that in our Facebook group. There was a lady who was talking about it, and somebody had a really good answer because the lady wanted to know if people were doing Santa or not. And she said that the way that they teach about Santa is that it's about giving gifts for other people and not expecting anything back necessarily. So it's all still about the gift, like the reason for giving,
right?
You know, that like Santa comes and gives you a gift that's thoughtful. With him he travels all around the world for you. So he's doing it out of like a selfless act and giving you a gift. And I was like, well, that's like, you could still put like a moral to the story or whatever to it if you want. But I don't know. I think it's all about how you do it. I'm still going to do stockings and Santa. Like, that was my favorite thing as a kid. And then once I knew Santa wasn't real, my mom used to let me wake up after my brothers went to sleep, and she'd let me like stuff the stockings.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
I loved it. It was like my favorite thing was like my mom and I would do all the Christmas presents, put them under the tree, stuff the stockings. So I got to help be Santa.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah, and I loved that.
Evan's kids never believed in Santa. And
I didn't either.
You didn't?
No.
You were just taught that he didn't exist?
No, I don't remember my parents ever telling me that he didn't exist. I just never believed it.
Oh.
Did your sister?
I remember always like being like, yeah, maybe it's because I'm the youngest. So maybe my siblings were like, oh yeah, that's Santa, but he's not real. Like, I don't know. Because I don't remember my parents ever telling me. But I remember like we'd go along and have fun, and I'd still every year I got a Christmas from Santa until like probably 2 years ago. My mom would still put from Santa on the present.
Yeah.
But I remember from when I was little, I was like, oh yeah, that's Santa. But like being like, yeah, I mean, he's not real, but you know, you play along.
That's so funny.
So I don't know, like, how I never believed. Why did Evan's kids not believe?
They were just told that Santa didn't exist, I think. But we are doing Santa for Bella, and they're super excited that she's going to believe in Santa. Like, I think I don't know. I think they're kind of like, oh man, like, not like they missed out, but like, it'll be fun for her to believe,
Yeah.
So,
I think I thought Santa was real, but my Aunt Courtney, who's 4 years older than me, told me like when I was 7 that he wasn't real. And I remember running to my mom and crying, and then she told me the truth. But I never believed the Easter Bunny was real, but I always still had fun, like pretending. Like I pretended that I knew that I thought he was real for the pretend of it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I believed so hard in Santa. Like,
really?
Yeah, my uncle used to drive us around at night, and we would go look for him and like this guy, and he'd be like, "Do you see that? Do you see that? That's him. That's him." And we'd be like, "We saw him. Like, I mean, I really grew up thinking there was a man that was coming down the chimney, and it was actually super terrifying for me because because I would just lay there with like my eyes open at night, knowing like, oh gosh, reindeer are going to be on the roof. Oh, there's going to be a stranger in our house. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Like I was terrified. But in the morning it was awesome. But yeah, I just remember I believed so hard. And then I remember knowing that the Easter Bunny wasn't real first. And then I don't remember when I figured out Santa wasn't real. I don't remember that. But I remember knowing the Easter Bunny wasn't.
Well, a giant bunny is, that like hops around and brings you presents.
I don't know because
to believe in.
Listen, also my aunt, one time I was staying over at her house on Easter and she was like, "It's hopping away. Look, 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 look." And I swear I saw it or something. I don't know. Maybe it was my imagination, but I really they were good. My family was good manipulators. They really were.
Fun.
Yeah, they were real good at it.
I just want to take a minute to tell you guys about a little secret that I've been using this holiday season to send all of my Christmas packages. It is stamps.com. With stamps.com, you can access all the services of the post office right from your desk. You can buy and print real U.S. postage for any letter or any package. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All you have to do is click print, mail, and you're done. Stamps.com will even send you a digital scale so that you can weigh your letters and packages and know that you're getting the exact amount of postage right. This is what I've been using this Christmas season to send out all of my packages. It's so convenient since I'm busy. I can just click and print it from home and then drop it off at the post office. And right now we have a special offer for our listeners. Use the code BABES for a 4-week trial. It includes postage and a digital scale. So don't wait. Go to stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top corner of the homepage and type in BABES. That's stamps.com and enter BABES. So I was looking up different Christmas things and I found a couple of things really interesting that I was going to share real quick. And the first one is that mistletoe originally, it was considered an aphrodisiac.
Whoa.
And because it was an ancient symbol of fertility and virility. So I read this other article about it that said like if it was hanging and you stood underneath it, that was your expression of saying like you weren't taken, that you're available. Type thing. Okay. So, but it was I thought that was really cool. So I'm like, man, when I'm ready
poisonous?
To get pregnant, I'm just gonna have like mistletoe. No, I don't think so. It's not. I mean, I don't think you should eat it. I was told
that. I feel like I was told it was poisonous a million years ago.
Maybe its berries are. I know that there's birds that eat its berries, but humans probably should not.
I don't know. I wouldn't say go out and eat mistletoe anyway to anyone.
Yeah. Right. Maybe not. And then the other cool fact that I found is that Christmas Day is, okay, so more babies are born on a Tuesday than any other day of the week, except if the Tuesday falls on Christmas Day, because fewer babies are born on Christmas than any other day of the year.
Weird.
Wow.
What? Is
right?
I knew someone in high school that was born on Christmas.
Is that like a mental thing?
So, well, and also I was reading another article about it, and it said, I mean, you have to take into account, too, if people are electing to get induced or have a C-section, they're not going to schedule that for Christmas Day.
Right.
Or Christmas Eve. You know what I mean? So any elective births are probably going to be scheduled around the holidays. But even natural births, it says that an average of 220,000 babies are born each day, but on Christmas, only about 172,000 babies are born.
It's so interesting. I wonder what the what's the day that people are most induced during the year? There were so many people. Valentine's Day, there were so many people.
It was in like September something, the day, like there's September 6th or something like that is like the highest day for birthdays or something like that.
What? Weird.
Wow. Yeah.
I have no idea. That's very interesting to think about though.
Because everybody's getting it on around Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like September 6th or September 8th or something like that. It's the most common day people are born on.
Weird. I love that you know that.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
What a random thing to know.
Because Emerson was conceived on December 16th. And so her due date was September 12th. Maybe it's September 12th. And I knew it because she was very close to the most common day.
That's my niece's birthday.
September 12th?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe it's that day because Tanner's grandma was also born on September 12th, I think. Something like that.
Interesting. Wow.
So it's about, it's all those babies that are conceived in December.
How funny.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah.
So let's talk about presents because I know our Facebook group, everyone was talking about what they were going to get their husband did you figure out the answer?
I just found it. September 9th.
9th.
That's what it is.
It's the most common birthday in the United States.
So weird. What a weird thing.
And September is the busiest month for births overall.
Weird.
Yeah.
As everybody's getting busy.
Exactly.
Lots of Virgos out there.
God,
yeah.
Interesting. What are Virgos good for? Good for.
What?
I don't mean good for. What do Virgos, what's their thing?
I don't know. I don't have a lot of Virgos in my life, but my dad is September 28th and he is a Libra.
I'm a Libra.
And I get along with him very, very well.
I'm looking up Virgos.
So I don't know a lot about Virgos, but there's a lot out there.
Yeah, apparently.
All I know is Emerson was supposed to be a Virgo, but now she's a Leo.
They are intelligent, patient, and humble.
Lauren Iconetti's a Virgo.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what are we getting our men? What do men want? What are we getting them?
Well,
it's a very hard question.
Doesn't Vito listen to this? Shouldn't he not listen to this one this week?
He does, but so he already knows one gift he's getting, unless he already forgot. Because like for the last couple years, I've gotten him like an ornament every year, but it's like the first year I got him one and I painted it. It looks like a kindergarten did it, but I painted like a tent and this camping thing, and on the back of it's like a photo from where we went camping. So I put like one of my favorite memories of us from the year and make an ornament out of it. So I think he has three
That's
ornaments.
So, cute.
So I'll make him an ornament this year. Cute. Yeah. I'll try to like hand make one, then get one professionally made because mine kind of look a little ridiculous. But other than that, we talked about it and we're like, he asked me what I wanted for Christmas and I'm like, I just don't really feel like we need to do Christmas gifts this year because we're spending so much money on our wedding and we're going to take a honeymoon and spend a bunch of money on that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, we're getting each other, like, our gift is coming in 2 months. We're getting a lifetime together, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of people were saying that they do like a joint gift. So they'll be like, oh, well, I'm not going to get you something. You don't get me something, but we'll get like a TV or, you know, whatever they want so that you both get, you know, something good, but it's like for both of you.
Yeah. I think like, especially once you have children, Christmas really just becomes about the kids anyways.
Yeah.
Like I would be perfectly fine with Tanner getting me something really small or doing something like that, like getting something for the house.
Yeah.
Like I don't need a Christmas gift, you know?
Yeah.
It would actually mean a lot to me, like Liz, like doing something homemade. Like if Tanner made something from Emmy to me, like that would be
my gosh, that'd be
1,000 times better than anything else.
Right.
You know, I think handmade stuff is always a good gift to give at Christmas time, just because it's so thoughtful.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carly, what are you going to get Evan?
You know what's really weird is I went a little nuts this year. I don't even know why. Yeah. Like there's no reason for it, but I would be like, oh, I thought of something to get him. And then I would get it and I'd be like, I've spent way too much money, but I don't know. I got him lots and lots of things. Like,
I'm sure he's going to love it though.
No, he will. I think I did a good job this year, but I'm like, yeah. Oh, actually yesterday. So I got him like, the smaller like Yeti cooler. So that when we go to soccer games and stuff, everything stays like, but not the hard one, like the soft one. And yesterday I was driving out of the driveway and I didn't realize that because I bought it from Amazon. I didn't realize that it came in a Yeti box. So I was like, ah! So I like jump out of the car and I like run over and like threw it in the closet. I was like, oh my gosh, I could have just majorly ruined his present. I'm sad about it.
So is he surprised about he has no idea any of the gifts that you've gotten him?
Mm-mm. No, I mean, and some of them are silly. Like, so he always talks about how he grew up reading the Hardy Boys and he's like obsessed with it. So I got him like the first like 6 books of the Hardy Boys or something. Just so like one day if his kids actually end up liking to read, he could be like, hey, you should read one of these, you know, because I just think that's kind of cute. Just like silly things like that too.
Mm-hmm. But those are thoughtful things.
Yeah, I'm a good gifter. Like that's that's kind of one of my strengths. I'm a good gifter. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say like all of them, just in case he listens, which he won't. But if he did, he's going to be like, yes, I get a Yeti cooler. No one tell him, please.
Right. I can talk about what I got Tanner because he already has it.
Oh my gosh.
But I got Tanner a drone. We were at Best Buy and he wanted to look at drones. And he was like, you should just buy this for me for Christmas. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll put that, mental note. And then he's like, no, I want it now. And I'm like,
I want it now. He's like a little kid. No, Mom, I want it now.
So we just bought it and he's already used it and it's his Christmas gift. I'll probably still get him something smaller, fill his stocking or something. He gets like underwear and socks.
Drones are so cool because they make the coolest Instagram photos.
I want a drone so
like when
bad.
you take pictures like from above and you're like at the pool or something, like those are the coolest pictures. Or like being on like the cliff on like a beach. You're gonna have the coolest pictures now.
Well, that's pretty much his job title now is Instagram husband.
That's true.
He can put it to work.
Yeah, he needs to.
The drone's kind of for both of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he's gonna have fun with it. It's like a toy,
Yeah. Tanner's funny too because around this time he calls it the gauntlet because it's my birthday, Christmas, our anniversary, and then Valentine's Day. So 4 major holidays, like all in 2 months, 2.5 months.
The gauntlet.
He hates it because he has to think of all these gifts for me. And he's like, it's begun, the gauntlet.
Oh my gosh. Evan's birthday
That's gonna be us too, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it'll be Christmas, my birthday, Valentine's Day, our anniversary.
Oh my gosh, so crazy.
Yep.
Wait, when's Evan's birthday?
The 17th of this month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's soon.
Yes, his party is on Saturday. We're having in my little office space that I have, we're having a dress up champagne party. And then we're going to go to all these dive bars, super dressed up. And that's like his dream. Just to like look super ridiculous at all these like dive bars in Franklin, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So it'll be funny.
So you have Evan's birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Bella's birthday.
Yeah.
So you have 4 things within 2 months
too. That's so weird. Yeah. I still can't figure out. I was going to have Bella's birthday be a princess party. And then I just went to the ultimate princess party the other day where I got to be a princess and I was very excited about it. But then I was like, well, I can't obviously do Bella's the same. So I'm going to wait till like her 5-year birthday to have a princess party. I still don't know what I'm doing for this. I don't know. I'm struggling. I'm on the birthday struggle bus.
I'll help you brainstorm if you want me to.
Yeah, I do. Because I don't know. I'm like, I'm trying to think. I'm like, what is she like? And I'm like, I don't know. She likes the cat and she likes her brothers. Like, that's about it. We can't have a party that's called the cat and brother party. I mean, I guess we could.
Bring a cat
it would
or
be
a brother.
Unique. Yes. A very unique party.
Here's your party favor, a kitten.
Yes.
There are those coffee shops that are like cat coffee shops that you can go in and there's like 30 cats in there. You could take her to that.
Oh my gosh, she would actually love that. She'd be in heaven. She thinks the cat is so fun. So funny. I don't know about you guys, but I've never actually had a bra that fit like a glove. Is that a thing? A bra that fits like a glove? Well, guess what? Now I found a bra that fits like a glove because I found Third Love. Third Love makes it so easy. You just go online, you take a Fit Finder quiz. Over 10 million people have taken this quiz. Can you believe that? It's actually fun. It takes less than a minute to complete. Did you know that breast shape actually matters when finding a good fit? I didn't know that. But Third Love has cup sizes from A through H and bands up to 48. And it's hands down like the most comfortable bra you will ever own. And Third Love's team of fit stylists are dedicated to helping you find the perfect fit. So if you don't love it, returns and exchanges are free and super easy. And Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they're offering our listeners 15% off your first order. So go over to thirdlove.com/babes now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your purchase. Seriously, you will never find a bra that fits better than this bra. And that's thirdlove.com/babes for 15% off today.
So what Christmas traditions, we want to talk about that real quick. Do you guys have any Christmas traditions that you want to carry on with your daughters, or maybe something from your side or your husband's side, or a blend of it?
Gosh, I don't know. We did decide that next year we're going to start doing Elf on the Shelf because we're too late in the game. I do buy the kids every single year those advent calendars with the chocolate in it.
Yeah.
Because I just think that's really fun to count down the days till Christmas.
Those are fun.
The boys get really excited about that every year. But
what's the Elf on the Shelf?
Oh,
I've seen it, but I don't. Does it mean something?
No. So the Elf on the Shelf is like this elf that gets into trouble every night. So the elf, like people would set out like crumbled up cookies or whatever, and you find the elf in the morning and he's eating all the cookies, or the elf was in playing with like the G.I. Joes, and like he's always like up to mischief. And so it's fun for a kid because every morning they walk out and what did the elf do last night, And I think it's fun for the parents because like they get really creative. But like if you like Google pictures of Elf on the Shelf, people are very clever. Like it's really funny. There's like Elf on the Shelf that are like, holding on to Christmas lights, just like hanging there, and like, I don't know, it's just really funny. Anyway.
I like the ones that people do where they make their babies the actual elf. So they put their babies in outfits, and then they have the baby like set up in scenarios like they're the elf on the shelf.
That's cute. That would be really cute. Yeah.
You have to have a very cooperative baby for that.
Oh, yeah. Bella can't. She can't do things like that anymore.
It sounds exhausting. All for the gram, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Do you guys do like the Christmas Eve, one family, Christmas Day, one family? Or did you grow up like that? That's kind of how we grew up. We grew up with like my mom's family, Christmas Eve, my dad's family, Christmas Day.
Vito's family does that. So they do Christmas Eve with his dad's side, Christmas Day with his mom's side, usually. But like my family growing up, we didn't have tons of family around. Everybody was like, the closest was like 5-hour drive away.
Yeah.
Besides my cousins down the street. So it's usually just our family. But I mean, I have a pretty big family, and then usually random people. I don't know. I know we had different people live with us at different points in my life growing up.
Yeah.
And then Vito and I decided we're just going to rotate holidays since our families aren't close. But like his siblings, they all spend Christmas Eve together, and then they spend Christmas Day with their in-laws.
Gotcha.
But since mine aren't here, we're basically just going to rotate holidays. So this year we did Thanksgiving with my family. We were doing Christmas with his family, and then we'll reverse that like every year.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. See, as a kid, we always did Christmas Eve with all our family, like both sides of the family. And everybody would usually like go to Christmas service or candlelight service or whatever, Christmas Eve service, and then come back to our house. And then as kids, we'd all like read a verse or a couple verses out of the Bible about the birth of Jesus. And then we'd all unwrap presents as a family. And then, but that's because like my grandparents and my cousins and my Nana, my mom's mom. So I guess both sides of the family just lived where we lived. So we'd all do it together. And then
gotcha.
Christmas morning was just our family and Santa presents.
Gotcha.
So it was like Christmas morning, Santa came. So it was like Christmas Eve was family presents. And then Christmas Day was just Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Is that what you want to do for Emerson? Sorry.
Well, with us now being out in California, it's going to be, I don't know. It depends if family comes out here or not.
Yeah.
And then if they are, they're going to, can't be like, sorry, you can't spend Christmas Day with Santa, you know.
But I mean, with her, do you want to like open all the gifts Christmas Eve than the ones from Santa Christmas Day?
I kind of like it. I liked how it worked as a kid. I think it did make Santa more believable.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I know I'm kind of struggling because now my parents obviously live out here now, but I don't want to do like Christmas with my parents because it would just be them and us. And then, so I'm like, okay, I guess we'll do a big Christmas Eve. So like everybody's coming. Even Evan has like an uncle and 2 cousins coming. Julia's dad and stepmom are coming. So it's just going to be like the craziest, biggest Griswold Christmas Eve there ever was. And stuff like that stresses me out so bad. And Evan lives for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's what we used to do. But once it becomes about the kids, I think maybe it's less stressful.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Maybe if you just focus on Bella this year.
What did you get Emmy? Have you gotten her presents yet?
I actually haven't because we've been moving, but it's hard. It's hard because like my mom for Emerson's birthday bought her all these things that now she can use.
Yeah.
Like she bought her a table and chairs for like coloring or arts and crafts and all these things. So I have to kind of decide. I'm still going to get her something,
right?
Because I want to watch her face unwrap presents because she's at the age where she doesn't even know what's in there, but she'd like unwrapping the gift. So
yeah. Have you guys seen that video of? It's like a little girl and she has like a box and there's like a safety pin not safety pin, like I don't know. There's something in there that's like nothing. And safety pin would be very dangerous. Paperclip. There's a paperclip in there. And so she like undoes this box and she's like takes the paperclip out like it's the greatest thing there ever was. And it just shows you like that it doesn't matter what it is. Like your kid is going to unwrap this thing and think it's like the greatest thing ever. And it's so cute. So like your gift could cost a penny. It could be something you made, but the fact that it's like you unveil this gift out of this Christmas box, like the kid's going to be in awe. It's so cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Until they're probably like 6 or 7.
Right. And then they're like, I want an iPad.
Oh my
gosh. Carly, did you guys open gifts Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
We did Christmas Eve with my grandparents, but we went to Mass and then we came back and ate and then we opened presents. And then the next day we did Santa, like, which is like my brothers, my mom, dad. And then we went to my dad's families and then opened gifts over there. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to do for Christmas or how we're going to, figure this out in the years coming.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe next year will be a little different because my brother should live in Chattanooga by then. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm just kind of like going to play it year to year. And then whenever we fall into a rhythm, we do. Or if we don't, then whatever, I have no idea.
I saw this thing online. I guess somebody like posted it last year, but I never saw it. And I think it's hilarious, but also mean. And it said, wrap a bunch of empty boxes and put it under your Christmas tree. And every time your kids act up, throw one in the fire.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I think it's hilarious.
That's horrible.
But
I know funny, someone, but like, if you really do it, you're kind of messed up.
Yeah, 100%.
Like somebody posted
it. That is traumatizing.
Right. Somebody posted it for fun, and then everybody was just like, oh my gosh, you're so cruel, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, guys, relax. It's funny.
It's a joke.
Like,
yeah.
If I ever did it, I wouldn't tell any of you anyways. So for fear of the judgment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but we just wanted to talk about what we have going on for Christmas, things coming up, some traditions we may or may not continue. Who knows? We'll see.
Also, like, if you aren't in our Facebook group, you need to join, and we want to know about your family traditions too. And that would be fun to read some of those the next episode. Just to, I don't know. I'm so curious. Everyone's family is so different, and everyone has a little special something that they do that's really sweet.
I think that's a really good idea to read them, because Tanner and I are kind of looking to start some of our own little family traditions too. So I want to hear what other people do.
Totally. Me too.
Yeah.
So let us know, and we will.
So let us know, and we can read some of them.
Yeah. And
maybe
our next episode will be coming. Yeah, for sure. And our next episode will be out on Christmas Eve, so we'll read some of those and get in the Christmas spirit a little bit more. And
and the next couple episodes might be a little spastic because it is the holidays. So just bear with us and enjoy the craziness of the holiday.
Yes.
Because it will come across in these.
Yes.
All right.
But we love you guys.
Yes. Thanks for listening.
All right.
See
you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Babes and Babies, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.